afternoon, probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
For Justin Herbert, we saw the big arm in his days at Oregon, of course. Saw it even more in his rookie season with the Chargers. And if anything, it appears to just continue to get stronger.
And we knew that this offense was going to try to put pressure on the secondary. That's something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go play action with Jackson. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
But I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Again, he finds more. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They go play action now. Jackson taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on this schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it. And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Jets are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Play action. It's Herbert. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. It's a big play that time by the Jets. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
They run for the first time with Javonte Williams.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Herbert, quick pass out wide. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coach.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Leonard Fournette, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it makes the score 14-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot.
And that's caught inside the 35. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Jackson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball.
And that would get a wide up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To throw again is Jackson. He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Rondale Moore
with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And this game, CD, some are calling it the game of the year. Others are saying, hey, this is the Super Bowl preview. And as we speak, these are the top seeds in each conference. How do you think these two teams approach this one internally?
I think they subscribe to the theory that it is the game of the year so far, and it could be a Super Bowl preview. I know outwardly both teams are going to tell us, hey, it's 1 of 16. We're going to do what we do. Let's just go ahead and play our game. But I think we both know that internally, they're saying we've got to establish we're the team to beat in case we see them again.
The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Here's a give to Fournette. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And some room to work. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Leonard Fournette. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. That'll make this a 6-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and have their lead a bit, or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Jackson from the shotgun. Into a sea of defenders, unintercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The pitch to Fournette. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Leonard Fournette on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. True able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
From midfield now, here's Jackson.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Jackson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley.
And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Running left, it's Fournette. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14.
151 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Now Landry. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Have a great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal. They'll certainly have the green light here.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. Open man, it's the tight end Kelce. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Just keeping the play alive. First down and more for Jackson. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jackson. Looking deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said,
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. They've got his man complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Fournette. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That makes things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Herbert now. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Now Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Jackson's throw taken in here by Chase. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Jackson will throw again. Eluding the pressure right. First down and more for Jackson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
There goes a deep ball, end zone, and incomplete on the deep ball. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, Jackson. He'll buy some time right. To the right side, it's Kelsey. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Third and goal, Jackson. They'll roll him out, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. McPherson now for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Eagles 22.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 162 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Herbert off the bootleg. Escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the second.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Justin Herbert, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. They will run it. It's Fournette. And he is into the end zone to put the lead up 2 more. They go with the option on the 2-point try, and the decision to pitch it worked out.
Almost felt like basketball, didn't it? Remember the dribbler, draw, drive, and dish? How about that one? Drew everyone to him, dished it to the running back. He takes it in.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Past the 20, and he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours, and they certainly weren't kidding.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21.
scoring the touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. The defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's their very first clunker of the year as they'll fall to 12-1. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.